I'm not dead. She didn't do it. Trust no one in that hospital. That was the voicemail, left on a burner phone registered to Lana Drew's defense attorney. Garbled, distorted, but unmistakably the voice of Dr. Samuel Avery, presumed dead for over a year. Voice analysis matched at 70% certainty, but it wasn't just the voice that shocked investigators, it was the location. The call had pinged from a burner in Montego Bay, Jamaica, 3,000 miles away. Dr. Avery's body had never been found. And now suddenly there was a voice, a location, and a message that flipped the entire case upside down. Lana Drew's legal team filed an immediate appeal, but the wheels of justice turned slow. She remained behind bars, branded a murderer. Meanwhile, pressure was mounting at Lakecrest General. First, Dr. Ellis Rand, the head of anesthesia, quietly resigned. No press statement, no exit interview. He simply vanished. Then, Melanie Cross, the nurse who claimed she saw Avery with another man, disappeared too. Last seen clocking out of her night shift. She never made it home. Her car was found the next morning outside a storage facility just 3 blocks from the hospital. The trunk was open, her phone was smashed on the pavement. And inside the driver's seat was her ID badge, melted, not burned, melted. So the forensics team said it was like it had been exposed to industrial heat. A clear warning. Detectives turned their attention back to the voicemail. They needed confirmation, proof that Avery was alive. They followed the money trail. That $12,000 crypto transfer tied to Avery's bank account? It had been converted into digital vouchers used to book a private Airbnb on the north coast of Jamaica. The name on the reservation? Fake. But the passport image uploaded for ID verification? Samuel Avery. Same eyes, same jawline. Only now he had a beard, sunglasses, and a different haircut. Interpol was alerted, but by the time local authorities arrived, the rental was empty, sheets stripped, phone charger left behind, and in the mirror, a post-it note. She's still not safe, and this goes higher than you think. Back in Jacksonville, Lana was moved into protective custody inside the prison after receiving a handwritten note through meal delivery. "You should have taken the plea deal. Now you'll die for both of us." Her defense attorney demanded answers from the prosecution. Why had Dr. Rand never been interrogated? Why was there no follow-up on the anonymous tip that started it all? But the most damning revelation came from an internal whistleblower at Lakecrest. A former tech systems engineer, Marcus Flint, came forward with a flash drive. Inside it, server room access logs from the night Dr. Avery disappeared. Logs that were never turned over during the original trial. Why? Because they had been wiped, but Marcus had backups, and the footage showed something no one expected. At 9:27 p.m., exactly 9 minutes after Avery was last seen walking toward his car, the staff hallway lights flickered. Hospital-wide, power surge, a backup generator kicked in, and during that blackout window, the biometric door to the surgical research wing was overridden. Not just unlocked, overridden. Only 4 people had access clearance to that wing: Dr. Avery, Dr. Rand, Chief of Surgery, Dr. Allison Mercer, and the hospital's medical director, Vincent Hale. But get this, Dr. Mercer was out of the country that week, and Dr. Hale retired just 2 months after Avery vanished, citing chronic stress. The logs placed Dr. Rand inside that wing at 9:31 p.m., exactly when the power came back on. And what was housed in that wing? Trial drugs, unapproved procedures, and experimental compounds not yet cleared by the FDA, including one drug known only by its trial name, VX-13. A cardiac compound designed to prevent arterial scarring after surgery. Dr. Avery had co-authored its initial safety trial, and 2 months before his disappearance, he filed an anonymous complaint with the state medical board, citing ethical concerns. The complaint was buried. Now it made sense. The patients who died under mysterious circumstances, all of them had received VX-13 post-surgery, and who administered those prescriptions. Dr. Rand, this wasn't about a workplace argument. This wasn't a lover's quarrel gone wrong. This was about a cover-up. And Dr. Avery? He had tried to expose it, but someone silenced him or forced him to disappear. Marcus, the whistleblower, was placed in protective custody. But just 72 hours later, his safe house caught fire. He barely escaped. The fire marshal ruled it accidental. But the timing? Too perfect. Lana's legal team rushed to gather the remaining digital files, and what they found in Marcus's final decrypted folder was a photo, time-stamped April 9th, 2022, 11:08 p.m., the night Avery disappeared. It showed a gurney in the research wing hallway, a figure strapped down, IV inserted, face obscured by shadows. But what chilled them most was the man in scrubs standing over the body. It wasn't Dr. Rand. It was Vincent Hale, the retired medical director, smiling and holding a syringe. Now everything was unraveling. Lana's conviction, built on silence and sabotage. Dr. Avery? Possibly alive, possibly dead, and the hospital? More dangerous than anyone could have imagined. But just when investigators began drafting a warrant for Hale's arrest, he vanished. No forwarding address, no bank activity. His house cleaned out, except for one thing, a manila envelope left on the kitchen counter. Inside, the plane ticket to Zurich, a medical ledger, and a USB drive labeled VX-13 Human Trials Phase 2. The password? Avery Lives. Want to know what's on the drive? What really happened inside that surgical wing? And where is Vincent Hale now? Part 3 is coming. Subscribe so you don't miss it.